Now when Mars goes into the 7th house from Saturn, what is the 7th house? It is your relations, it's your connections, it is teamwork, it is about business, it's about balance, it is your married life, but it is also your expectation from others. And what is Saturn? Saturn is your distress, your commitment, your loyalty, your hard work, structure, organized effort. It is your karma, it is your career, it is about the lowest strata of society and how you deal with them, teamwork, how you focus on social causes, slowness, stagnation at work also, or in general life. What is Mars? Mars is the general with the fighting ability. It is also about goal getting, competitive energy, killer instinct, how you're strategizing, what's your willpower and motivation. It is also anger and problem solving issues, but it is also being very sharp, having a lot of healing energy, but maybe with a little temper also thrown in. Now when Mars goes into the 7th from Saturn, which means Saturn is also 7th from Mars, they are both looking at each other. So if, for example, Mars is in the 2nd house, Saturn obviously should be in the 8th house. If Saturn is in the Lagna, Mars is in the 7th house. Saturn is in the 10th house, then Mars is in the 4th house. So they are directly looking at each other. It becomes even more potent energy when the degree difference between the two is not very high. For example, if Mars is at 4 degrees, Saturn is at say 1 or 2 degrees, or 7 or 8 or 9 degrees, but not more. So this is a placement of a lot of fiery partnerships because they're both looking at each other. So they're trying to balance the energies of partnership also, because here it is going 7th from Saturn. 7th house is the partnership. So this placement signifies a dynamic approach to partnership. The person will assert their individuality, also be wanting to be very separate from their partners or express themselves from what they need. However, Saturn on the other hand, focusing on Mars, says slow down. You're not so independent. We have to do things together. So sometimes they want to do things completely on their own. Sometimes they want to go with their partner to do things. So they will try to keep the balance, or the partner will try to enforce balance on them, saying, hey, that last time we did this, we are not doing this, now we are doing this, and yeah, the person has to give it. But there will also be these power struggles with the partner. But if there is healthy competition, then even better for the two people, because there will also be a lot of mutual respect. Though some occasional power struggle between the two people will also happen, but the person will surely want to have a lot more freedom, a lot of autonomy in how they make their decisions, how they lead their life, even in a partnership. So Mars in the 7th house will also bring in a lot of passion and enthusiasm to collaborations with the partner. The person will thrive in partnerships, requiring initiative, requiring leadership, and this person will be very decisive in action. Sometimes even later on may not like what they have done. So they will be drawn into projects that involve a little bit of risk taking and challenging the status quo also. However, this is also a placement where you have to manage conflict better, because there may be anger issues, anger management issues, being too assertive, too impulsive, sometimes getting into the relations very quickly, sometimes wanting to get out of relations very quickly. But if very balanced energy is brought to the table through a more considerate approach by the person, then this can be a very stable, very passionate energy in the relationship. But you have to surely navigate your relationship better.